Hi, Elle. I'm Kim Kardashian, and today I'm talking to you about Nike Skims. I love a monochromatic look, and this is our like really thin sheer collection mixed with my favorite sports bra from the collection, which is the Triangle. I always wanted to start Skims Sport, and I feel like when we were really thinking about how we were going to execute this and what our dreams were, we dreamed at the highest level of wanting to partner with Nike. Thought that with their innovation and their worldwide distribution, partnered with like our aesthetic and our like simple design and materials, it would be a really interesting fit and something Nike hadn't really done before. I'm excited for people to see something different than what they're used to with me on All's Fair. And then I think this season, I think people would love to see my brother back on TV, and he comes back. Am I allowed to say that? Well, I did. Sorry. It's just fun. It's like our family. We're back. Thank you, Elle.
Hey, Celebsip fam. It's your girl Doreen, back again with another deep dive into the world of celebrity culture. And today, we're talking about something that's got the entire Kardashian fan base buzzing. That's right, Rob Kardashian might be making his official return to reality TV after nearly a decade out of the spotlight. And if you've been keeping up with the Kardashians, pun absolutely intended, then you already know how huge this news is. But before we dive all the way in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next breakdown of all things Hollywood and celebrity tea. So, here's what went down. In a brand new interview with Elle, Kim Kardashian may have slipped and let the cat out of the bag. She teased, and I quote, "I think this season, I think people would love to see my brother back on TV." Then she doubled down, saying, "And he comes back. Am I allowed to say that?" Well, I did. Sorry. Yup, you heard that right. Kim basically confirmed that Rob Kardashian, the most private of all the Kardashian siblings, will be returning to reality TV. Cue the internet going absolutely wild. Fans were ecstatic. Comments like, "OMG, Rob! Bring him back, please!" And "We miss Rob" flooded social media. It's clear that people are more than ready to welcome Rob back into the fold. And honestly, the nostalgia factor here is huge. We're talking about one of the OG KUWTK cast members who hasn't been in the spotlight in nearly 10 years. But before we get too hyped, let's rewind for a second. Why did Rob step away from reality TV in the first place? Because this wasn't just a small decision. Walking away from a multi-million-dollar reality TV empire and your family is no small thing. Rob Kardashian was a central figure in the early seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Fans loved his laid-back, witty personality, and he was often the voice of reason in the middle of all the drama. But as the seasons went on, we started seeing less and less of him. And then came 2016. Rob had his own spin-off with then-fiancée Blac Chyna called Rob and Chyna. The show gave fans a closer look into his personal life, but behind the scenes, things were turbulent both in the relationship and for Rob personally. In a rare interview with his sister Khloe on her podcast Khloe in Wonderland, Rob explained why he stepped away. He said, quote, "It just has everything to do with myself. I don't want to be filming and putting myself in a position where I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable in my skin, so why would I want to go be on camera and just be vulnerable and let people in when that's not what I want to do?" That honesty really struck a chord with fans. For Rob, it wasn't about fame, money, or even family expectations. It was about protecting his own peace of mind and well-being. He even admitted he was a homebody who preferred focusing on happiness and peace rather than filming for others. So what has Rob been up to since leaving the cameras behind? Well, if you follow him on social media, you'll know that he's become a devoted father to his daughter Dream, who he shares with ex-Blac Chyna. Most of Rob's Instagram posts are dedicated to Dream birthday parties, sweet daddy-daughter moments, and plenty of family gatherings. He's also focused on living a quieter life compared to his sisters. While Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, and Kylie are constantly in the headlines, Rob's updates are rare. and that makes them feel extra special for fans. Now, here's why Kim's comments are such a big deal. The Kardashians on Hulu has already established itself as a more polished, cinematic version of KUWTK. The family dynamics are still front and center, but there's also a clear narrative of vulnerability and reinvention. If Rob is truly coming back, it means fans will get to see him in a whole new light, not just as the fun younger brother or the one who retreated, but as someone who's hopefully found balance and is ready to share parts of his life again. It could also shift the family dynamic in an exciting way, adding that nostalgic connection from the KUWTK days while still moving forward with the Hulu era. Okay, so let's speculate for a second. If Rob is coming back, what could that look like? Will we see him reconnecting more deeply with his sisters on screen? Will Dream make appearances? Could Rob even bring back his sock brand Arthur George into the storyline? And you know the internet loves to speculate. Some fans think this comeback could be tied to a bigger Kardashian family narrative arc. Maybe it's about family unity, maybe it's about personal growth, or maybe Hulu just knows that fans have been craving a Rob comeback, and this is the perfect time to deliver it. So the big question is, why now? Why would Rob return to TV after all these years? Well, based on what he's said, it comes down to whether he feels comfortable and confident enough in himself. Maybe he's at a point where he's ready to be seen again. Maybe his daughter Dream inspired him to rejoin the family narrative. Or maybe it's just that the timing finally feels right. Whatever the reason, the excitement around his potential return shows that there's a real appetite for Rob Kardashian's story. Fans love a redemption arc, and Rob has always been seen as the relatable, down-to-earth Kardashian. And here's what I think. Rob's comeback could remind everyone that the Kardashians aren't just a brand, they're a family. And while fame, money, and media attention are part of the package, at the core of their story is the bond between siblings. Rob stepping back into that picture could be a really beautiful full-circle moment, not just for the family, but for fans who have been with them since the very beginning. So, what do you think, Celebsip fam? Are you excited about Rob Kardashian's potential return to reality TV? Do you think this will be a full-time thing, or just a cameo? And how do you think his comeback could change the dynamic on the Kardashians? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoyed our deep dive. Until next time, I'm Doreen, and this is Celebsip, where the stars come to sip their own tea.